name is Eric McBride, and I worked for Bowers and Wilkins for 21 years, and Bowers and Wilkins was recently acquired by Sound United. So now I'm technically a Sound United employee, and I'm happy. I'm looking forward to the new venture, that's for sure. Having the Marantz and the Denons and some of the other speaker manufacturers underneath our umbrella is very exciting. Um, so my official title changes so often these days is premium audio brand manager. But I wear many hats, being with a company for 20 plus years. I've learned I can do repairs. I'm actually an acoustician, so I do a lot of engineering and theater design for our clients like Paulson's as well. I've helped you guys with a number of theaters over the years. So yeah, I mean, it's just, I've been here so long, I kind of know where everything is and how to repair it.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with me.
Sure.
Um, so you told me a little bit about your background with Sound United and Bowers and Wilkins. Just overall, what does your background in the industry look like beyond that?
I just said it. Yeah. So
That's all.
well, because here's the deal, right? Long story short, I'll keep it short. I was always into audio, like growing up. So I started working when I was 14, and every dollar I made, I invested in equipment, stereo equipment. And one day at a previous job, I happened to damage a box that said Bowers B&W loudspeakers Matrix 804, and for those Bowers fans, they know that that's an old school 800 series. Well, what I didn't know was that B&W Loudspeakers North America was actually located 6 buildings down from where I was currently working.
Wow.
So the next day I went there and knocked on the door. They let me in. I asked if they were hiring. They said no, but fill out an application anyways. 4 hours later, I got a call, and kind of the rest is history. I've worked there 21 years. So
That's
when you say industry, this has been my life.
that's awesome. So what do you love most about being in this industry?
Honestly, besides the brand that I work for, it's the people. It's the relationships that I have built over the years. Some of the guys and girls that I currently work with or had worked with in the past are some of my best friends. And I think that's an amazing thing about this industry, is that everyone has one common ground. It's music, it's cinema. Yeah, we may like different types, but at the end of the day, it's all about the experience. And as a dealer, it's all about recreating that experience for the end user, right? For the client and for yourself, for that matter. Albeit a pair of headphones or a full blown reference theater or just a sound bar, right? It's all about delivering that experience and kind of like setting placing you in the moment. Triggering a memory of the first time you heard a song or saw that movie. I love seeing people's faces light up when they listen to a song that they've heard a million times but never quite heard it like this before, like that before.
Absolutely. And you talked about, finding some of your best friends. And I think there is a special spirit and a special camaraderie in kind of the AV world. We do have those commonalities and things that we're passionate about, but those relationships, when you find people who really get it and they really click, that's a really special thing.
Absolutely.
So in your own setup, whatever that looks like, what is one audio product that you just cannot go without?
It's got to be my speakers. I mean, I work for Bowers and Wilkins, right? So I have right now. I'm kind of in between homes, so it's kind of a rental property. So I'm not able to do like all custom stuff, So I have it all in boxes sitting about 12 feet from me in my basement here. But upstairs I have a nice little 800 series theater. It's not a theater; it's a media room. I have
Sure.
a nice TV, and it is where the kids and I and the wife, we all go every night pretty much. It's almost a daily thing now, and we listen to music. And it's, it's usually YouTube. Unfortunately, don't anybody out there shoot me, because the kids like to watch the videos too as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, if I had to say, I over the years, again, I've learned how to take apart and reassemble speakers. So I've kind of, a lot of the stuff that I have up there is stuff that I personally put together and built. So that those are the things I don't think I can live without.
That's very cool. Yeah, and our basement definitely became a hangout over the past year. My boys are 6 and almost 2, and we watched some live concerts that were streaming and stuff like that, and make a charcuterie board, and everybody hangs
Yeah,
out and snacks, and it's a really, one of the silver linings of COVID, I think, has been people really finding ways to enjoy each other again,
of
and
course.
in
Yeah,
the midst of very busy lives when we're all kind of seeing each other in passing, and music and movies definitely gives us that
of
opportunity. So
course.
so that's
Six and
something to
six
talk
and two, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, wow. It's funny. It's a couple of really fun ages, a little challenging with the 2, but,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So, is there any exciting news or product updates from your brand family or from Bauer specifically that you are able and willing to share?
Sure. Yeah, so we have a bunch of stuff coming down the pipeline. Some of it I can talk about, some of it I can't talk about.
Fair enough.
So a little tease there. But one of the things, a couple of products that are coming out in the coming months are mostly CI related.
Okay.
So that's custom installation related. So we have a distribution amplifier, 16 channels, 1U rack height, coming out. And again, I can get into more specifics on that, during our little, our little keynote speech there, whatever we're going to be going through. And then we also have some retrofittable plaster up to frame kits, is what we're calling it. So basically, can turn any Bowers in wall and ceiling into a bezel-less, trimless speaker, so that you can
Oh, very
basically,
cool.
butt up the plaster right up to the grill, so it's nice and flush mounted.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We love that. And at Paulson's, we do a lot of custom integration and installation. We do a lot of new builds and renovations and stuff. So the more tools we have in our toolbox to meet the aesthetic and the performance needs is awesome. So it's great to hear.
Absolutely. It's huge. Yeah.
So can you just touch on what you'll be covering in your keynote presentation?
Yeah. So as I understand it, it's predominantly customers that are going to be on the call, right, for the presentation. So what I'd like to do is kind of give them a little insight to some of the things that happened in the background. So talk about history. I mean, you can go online and read about history, but I'll give you a little kind of cool little anecdotal things that pertain to John Bowers and Roy Wilkins. So I'll go into some history of that. I'll go into the ethos of the company, the culture, John's philosophy over the years and how we still hold true to it. And then I'll go into some of our current portfolio of speakers. I'll touch on some of the new stuff that's coming down the pipeline, and then I'll take any questions. Obviously from your customers, I'm gladly to do so. Yeah, I'm really excited to do it.
We're excited to have you. We really appreciate it. Well, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to chat with me today.
Anytime.